everyone, this is Sconson, and today we're going to talk about a question that we get quite a bit here at Vaporizer Review, and that is, how do I clean my pen vape? And there's quite a few pen vaporizers out there, but we're going to stick with the three general styles. We have a dry herb, we have a waxy concentrate, and then we have an e-juice style pen vaporizer here. So we're going to go over how to best clean and maintain these vaporizers. We're going to start off with the dry herb style. I happen to have an Atmos RX here. I personally am not a huge fan of dry herb pen style vaporizers. They generally don't work too great. Often burn a lot. So what we have here is an Atmos RX with a glass screen down in there covering the herbs. So we're gonna take a cleaning brush, I find works best for the dry herb units, and just kind of go down into the chamber and do the best that you can to simply take and clean the herb right back out of there, just tapping it out onto a table, into an ashtray, whatever you have to just kind of get the herb out of the unit. And with these pen units, because they have the spring that pushes down on there, it can be packed a little tight in there. And when it all falls out, if your pen unit happens to have one of the little glass screens in it, I just take that and I put it into a little bit of isopropyl alcohol. Just a little bit of rubbing alcohol that I have here. It's glass, you can drop it in there and let it soak for a little while. And while that's going on, I like to just continue brushing any of the loose herb out of the dry herb chamber. What you want to be wary of with these is there's a little coil right down inside. If you accidentally snag and pull on that coil, if it comes loose in any way, you're going to end up damaging the chamber, and then this thing just ain't going to work right. So you want to avoid pulling on the coil down in there. Just gently brush. Mostly aim for cleaning out the sides of the ceramic chamber there. And when that's cleaned out, some people like to take just a little bit of isopropyl on a Q-tip, very small amount, because you don't want to damage it. Holding it upside down, take it and run it along the inside around the threading area. This will help keep it clean and maintain it without damaging the coil in any way. And that's how we suggest cleaning up the dry herb type of pen style vaporizer. Very simple, easy to maintain. You know, not the best, it might end up burning, but that's how we would handle the dry herb. Now we're going to take a look at the wax style vaporizer. And right here I have a micro-vaped nano unit. Very discreet, very portable, designed for use with waxy concentrates. To go ahead and clean this one, basically what we're aiming to clean here is the threading on it. I like the pen style vaporizers for wax that are like a threaded connection and screw on, as opposed to the ellipse style that pop off. I think those atomizers, they come free in your pocket easily. I like when it's threaded on, you know you have a secure connection to both the chamber and the battery will stay together well. But one of the things you face when using that is you get some pretty gunked up threading. And when it comes to cleaning a wax style vaporizer, you're not really looking to clean the coil. You don't want to damage that because it's no longer going to heat up. The whole idea with this really is to take a Q-tip with a little bit of the isopropyl alcohol, and this is more about cleaning the threading on the wax style vaporizer. Cleaning the threading is going to help keep it operating smoothly, because you're going to be able to easily disconnect and then reconnect the top of the chamber to where the wax goes. And with these style of cartridges, where they thread off right where the wax goes, it can be kind of a hassle if it's stuck together and you're trying to open it. So frequent cleaning of the threading on the wax style vaporizers is really all you need. That's kind of the whole goal. You don't want to damage the coil in any way, shape, or form. If you damage the coil, it's just not going to heat up anymore. So when using your tool to load the wax onto there, it's my suggestion, and all of our suggestions here at Vaporizer Review, that you don't scrape it across there. If you end up scraping it, there's a very good chance you're going to damage it. So that's something you're looking to avoid. When it comes to loading, just try and gently get it onto there. Do not be scraping it across the coil. And when it comes to cleaning, all you're aiming for is the threading. You just want to get all the wax off the threading so you can unthread it and rethread it very easily. We're going to take a look at now would be the last of the pen style units we have here, and this is the one mostly for like e-juice. I personally don't vape a lot of e-juice myself, but I like a buck naked style. And when it comes to these, more often than not, you're just going to change out the heating cartridge here. The oil tank, after a few uses, if you're using different flavors, it's not going to be that great. But if you only have one tank handy and you do want to clean it out, what I suggest doing is getting another one of the oil loaders and just fill it with some warm water. The style I here has a little bit of a wick, so it's going to possibly retain some of the flavor, but if you take a little bit of warm water and just kind of flush it throughout there, that's going to help clean it up a little bit and remove some of the flavor from it without having to buy a new tank every time you want to change the flavors that you're using in there. A little warm water is all it takes. You don't need to really soak it too much. You want to avoid getting it down the hole in the middle, otherwise it might leak through there. So avoid getting it down the hole in the middle, otherwise it just might leak through on you. And that's really all you need when it comes to the pen style. Close it up with that on there like this with a little bit of warm water in there. Keep it rethreaded and just give it a little bit of a shake. This will help loosen up any of the e-juice that's in there and remove some of the flavor from it. And that's all you really need to do when it comes to the e-juice style. So that's our suggestions when it comes to cleaning pen style vaporizers. If you have any further questions or just want to leave any comments, go ahead and leave them down at the bottom of the video and we're here to assist you. Alright guys, cheers.